The local sports tourism industry expected to get a major injection as Conference USA announced today that it will host a Division I college football bowl game here in the Bahamas for the first time in history. The Bahamas Bowl will be played next year, December, at the National Stadium, and local officials are hopeful the game will cement the country's reputation as a premier collegiate sports destination.
We are announcing that we will have a bowl game in the Bahamas for the next 6 years and hopefully forever. The teams will come from these 5 conferences who represent every geographical location in the United States. The first bowl game will be played within the first week leading up to Christmas Day.
We are assured that the Bahamas will reap great benefits from this collaboration with our partners, and we hope that at the end of the day, when we become the sports capital, which we're working furiously towards, we will have more than just NCAA football coming to the Bahamas, but we'll have other NCAA sports coming.
Now, the Bahamas Bowl will be just one of the major international sporting events to be held at the National Stadium next year, and Sports Minister Dr. Daniel Johnson believes it all bodes well for sports tourism in the Bahamas.
We hope that in 10 years, the Bahamas will be the #1 sports tourism destination in the world. And what this tournament series, bowl games, we have a huge slate of things next year. We're welcoming the world to the world relays, which we think we will win. What this does is it's engaging everyone in the region, everyone who loves this thing called sports, with this place called the Bahamas.
An inner-city church celebrating 67 years of spreading the gospel, Mount Calvary Baptist has been a staple in the Baines and Grantstown community by rescuing the perishing, providing food for the hungry, as well as clothing and shelter for the needy. Senior Pastor Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee leads the flock, and he's proud to carry on his father's legacy. But during the anniversary service yesterday, visiting Pastor Dr. Stephen Nash of Dallas, Texas, reminded members that there's lots more work to do. He encouraged them to leave the 4 walls and carry out God's work.
It's apparent to me in a setting like this, when I view the times we live, that we've got a whole lot more work to do. Here's the trouble spot. The trouble spot is that most of us are unengaged in the work. We're satisfied with being pew dwellers. I did say pew dwellers. Doing little or nothing toward the work, the real work.
Coming up in sports, do either Night League softball series go to a decisive Game 7? Find out. And a minor league baseball star talks about his season. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jmanita Swain. Officials of the multi-billion-dollar Bahama resort property rolled out the blue carpet in New York this past weekend. It was all in an effort to wow top executives from travel consortia, major networks, and publishing companies that included Viacom, Facebook, CNN, Microsoft, and Universal. The event provided an insider's view of what's described as one of the most compelling and exciting destinations in North America. Tourism Minister Ubi Wilshcombe, who attended the event, said Bahama is connecting the Bahamas to the world with all the glamour and style of a bygone era. He added that they are doing something that will change the hospitality industry in the Bahamas, and the Ministry of Tourism is proud to be an ally of Bahama. In other business news, Ministry of Tourism officials and its industry partners attended the recent World Routes Conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. World Routes brings together on an annual basis high-level network planners, airport and tourism planners from around the world. Participants met over a 3-day period. It also features a series of seminars designed to educate attendees about emerging developments and trends taking place throughout the travel industry. Tourism officials met with existing airline partners and new ones in a bid to maintain optimum airlift to the country. And Reuters is reporting that a Roman Catholic bishop is under fire for spending some 31 million euros or 42 million on an ultra-luxurious residence. At the head of Germany's bishop said he should examine his conscience over the crisis he has caused. The Bishop of Limburg in Western Germany has stirred anger and calls for his resignation among German Catholics and media over huge cost overruns on his residence at a time when Pope Francis is stressing humility and service to the poor. Head of the German Bishops' Conference said he is convinced that the Bishop of Limburg will confront this situation with a spirit of self-criticism. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.